I would always tell my sister in college, I was always saying like, you know, to get over a guy, you have to get under another one. Y'all, I had my toxic moments. I really did. But don't do that. That was the worst advice. Is up, you guys. Today we're going to be talking about how to get over your ex the right way. And I'm going to be putting my business out, not all of it, but I'm going to be putting majority of my business out on this video so I can help you, because I know that there are so many women and young women that go through breakups with the same person for 5 years. I was that person. I was probably like 3 years, but still, I mean, you know, it's so important to understand why you break up with a person and just leave it at that. Not break up with a person and feel like, oh, okay, I have a sense of understanding. I can see where he or she's coming from, you know, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work. If you break up with them, you broke up with them for a reason. Stop going back. I don't know who needs to tell you that, but stop going back, because it's wasting your time. And in the moment, you don't realize it, but you're gonna realize that 3 years down the road, oh shoot, I'm wasting my time. I should have just broke up with that person when I did and just left it at that, right? So I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna tell you 5 things that you need to do to just break up with them the right way, so you can get that peace, so you can get that healing, because that's something I didn't have. I went into a dark, depressive state, and that's something that you don't need to go through. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I really wouldn't. So, first thing, and it seems like all women, I'm not gonna say all women, I always write my points on my notes, so bear with me. But it seems like a lot of women always want some type of closure after a breakup. You know, I need some sort of understanding on why he broke up with me, or, you know, I just need some understanding. Why? Why? He didn't understand you when you asked for this, this, and this. This is what you wanted out of a relationship, and he could have easily given that to you, but he didn't. He couldn't understand you then. Why do you need some sort of understanding now, you know, when the relationship is done and over? Do not go back and get closure. Closure is a scam. Do not say, okay, I just need some closure, because that is what I did. I did that for 3 years. After the first breakup, okay, I need some closure. Why did it end this way? Why did it end this way? And, you know, we would talk and be like, okay, you know what? Maybe we can really work on this. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. If you feel like you guys can, you know, give it another shot with positive expectations and real emotions are coming out in the conversation, then that's another story. But most of the time, that's just not the case. And so I did that. And, you know, I just wanted some closure. And then boom, we would go into the exact same arguments. You know, a few weeks would pass, same arguments, had me crying, da-da-da, and boom, break up again. Okay, you know what? I just need to talk. I just need to talk to this person. And honestly, I asked for closure at least 6 times in the relationship. We broke up 6 times in the relationship, maybe even more, honestly. I know, more, could have been more. But don't ask for closure. It's a myth. Don't ask for closure because you feel like you're missing something. You're missing something because you really like that person, and that's understandable. But understand that, okay, it didn't work out. This person could not provide what I wanted. There's billions of other people. Why am I still searching for it in this person? There's no need for closure. I don't understand why we broke up, but that's God's plan. It's in God's hands at this point. Okay, so understand, closure, it's not necessary. It's just going to continue to bring you back in the old patterns. Closure is a scam. Don't get closure. Second, this is a good one. Don't hop into a relationship right after breaking up. Don't hop into another relationship, because typically what you do, you don't give yourself space to heal, to truly heal, and that is the most important thing that you need to do after that breakup. You're going through hard times. You need to experience those emotions so you learn from them. So your mind learns from them. So your body learns from them. So your spirit learns from them. It doesn't learn from it if you hover those emotions and just put them in the back and hop into another relationship. How does that work? And then most of the times when people do that, that leads to competition. Like, I'm in a relationship with this guy here. Meanwhile, you're still having feelings for this other person. So basically what I'm saying is, don't hop into another relationship right after you have a breakup. Give that space, give that time to you, because you love yourself so much. Give yourself that time, give yourself that space to actually go through those emotions and actually heal, because I mean, why wouldn't you do that for you? You need to do that for you, okay? That's so important. And that's one thing that I did after the 7th or so breakup. That's what I did. I gave myself space to heal. I didn't jump right into another relationship, although I could. Let me tell you, I could have. But I know I wanted peace. I wanted peace. I wanted to get out of my depressive state. And I would always tell my sister in college, I was always saying, like, to get over a guy, you have to get under another one. Y'all, I had my toxic moments. I really did. But don't do that. That was the worst advice. That was the worst advice I could give. Don't do that. Once again, like, just give yourself the space to heal and understand, I'm going to get into this other point. And this leads me to my point 3. Work on yourself. Criticize your wrongdoings to make it right. Okay, so as you break up, and I know it's going to be challenging. I'm not saying it's just going to be a walk in the park. You're going to stop. You're going to forget about them. You're going to stop thinking about them. I'm not saying that. Okay, I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying, once you break up with that person and you give yourself this space, it's your space. You've created your space now. And it's filled of love, proper healing, and proper self-care. And while you're in this space, I want you to give yourself criticisms instead of pointing out what he did wrong or what she did wrong. Look at yourself. Okay, what did I do wrong? I didn't leave when I was supposed to leave. I didn't leave after the first breakup. I didn't leave after that person showed me who they were the first time. That's what I did wrong. So find out what you did wrong and learn from them. Okay? I mean, it's so easy to criticize everybody and what they did wrong in the relationship. It's so easy to do that. But what's even harder is to look at our own faults and criticize them. It's hard to look at our wrongdoings and say, okay, this is where I messed up. Take some accountability. Yeah, take some accountability and realize that you're not Miss Perfect. You're not. We have learning to do. We have growing to do. But this is what the relationship's for. So it can produce us to produce a better, or it can create us to produce a better relationship in the future, a more healthier or more stabilized relationship in the future. That is what we want. It's my cat Athena, by the way. She's so cute. All right, number 4. It is so important to talk about it. Talk about your relationship. Talk about it with your sister. I'm so blessed that I have a sister I can talk to. I have 2 sisters that I love. Actually, I have 4 sisters that I love. But I have my oldest sister is my personal go-to. I can talk to her about anything. She listened to this conversation that I had going back and forth with my ex several times. And not once did she say, Kaylee, okay, I'm tired of listening to this. You need to talk to somebody who doesn't say that. You need to talk to somebody who's willing to listen and understand, okay, this person has created an attachment to you, but I'm willing to listen so you can talk it out, so you can vent. Get somebody that you can vent to, but you can't vent to everybody. That's for another video. But you can't vent to everybody. You know, you have to develop these friendships, develop this sisterhood with certain people that you can really talk to, and allow them to give you some advice, especially for women who've gone through that, you know? So yeah, talk about it. It's so much better to talk about it rather than to keep it in and harbor those emotions and those feelings that hurt and that pain. You don't need to. And if you have nobody to talk to me. I will personally give you my phone number and we can talk about it, because I know what it feels like. And it's one of the worst feelings. Going through a breakup, it sounds minor, but when you truly love somebody and it's not working how you want it to, but it's working how God wants it to, it's hard and it's frustrating. Okay? So talk about it. Don't be afraid to talk about it. And number 5, I'm almost done here. This is my 5th point. Be intentional. You have to be intentional about letting go. If you feel like, okay, I'm done with him or I'm done with her, but you even have thoughts about going back, like immediately after, like, okay, but I still want to talk to them. No, you have to understand, I'm that girl. I am what I deserve. And if that person can't bring that to me, then what am I doing? I am lowering myself and I know it. What am I doing? I have to stand up. I have to be intentional about healing. I have to be intentional about getting the person that is meant for me. Getting the person that is meant for me. And if breakups happen constantly, time after time after time after time, that person is not meant for you. God would not send that person for you. And you don't understand how much I forced this relationship. I forced it. My family will tell you. I forced this relationship because I thought that's what I wanted. And I was like, this person is the perfect person for me. But yet I'm crying so many times throughout the night. I was in a depressive state where I was getting sick all the time at work because this relationship took a hold and a toll over me. No, you need to be intentional. Like, understand, look back throughout your trauma. Like, look at it and see, is this what I really want? Is this what I want for myself? Is this what I want for my future daughter? Is this what I would want for my sisters or my best friend? If that's not what you would want from them, then why are you taking it? You know, you don't have to. I'm telling you right now. I know it seems like it's hard to let go, but I'm telling you, once you let go, you have to get over that bridge. You have to get over that bridge. And once you let go, you will find the peace that you have been searching for. You will find the love that you've been searching for. Not from anybody else, but from yourself. You will find that love from yourself. But you need to let go. You need to be intentional about letting go. You need to be intentional about healing. And I don't care what it takes. Delete them. Delete their number. Block. I was quick to hit the block because I was intentional. I knew what that meant. And I didn't memorize their phone number, so it's like, okay. I was quick to block them because I know if I didn't, I would form these habits again and text this person again. But it's time. It's time. It was time for me. I was like, I need to know. And you guys, I promise you, once I did that, I swear God knows. God knows. Because once I did that, I waited several months and I really worked on myself. And I found this place I found my center, if that makes sense. I was whole. And that is when God placed this loving, most selfless boyfriend in my life. And I have him now. And I'm telling you, I'm not letting him go. This is the most toxic free relationship that I've had in my entire life. And, I'm just going in God's direction. You know, I'm not forcing anything. I'm just letting things flow as they should. And so should you. So what I'm telling you is, if you do these 5 things, good things are bound to happen. If you put yourself first, good things are bound to happen. That's what God wants from us. Don't put anybody else first while you're over here drowning. You know, that's not what a relationship is. A relationship is not that. A relationship is everything but that. Okay, so put yourself first. Do these 5 things. I'm gonna go over it one more time. 1, do not get closure. Don't do it. 2, do not hop in a relationship right after breaking up. Don't do that either. 3, do this. Work on yourself. Criticize your wrongdoings to make it right in the next relationship. 4, talk about it. Be open. Talk about it. Don't harbor those emotions and that pain. Talk about it. And it helps your throat chakras. If you're into that, it helps. So, and then 5 is being intentional. Be intentional about letting go. Okay. If you do these 5 things, you will have the recipe. My job on earth, I've come to the conclusion, my job on earth is just to bring peace. As much peace, because I have so much peace. And you could think I'm delusional, I don't care. But the amount of peace that I've formulated in my life, I just want to give that to people, you know? And I was so worried. I'm going to be real with you guys for just a moment. I was so worried about getting the views and, you know, all of this stuff. And when I was worried about all of that, it just wasn't working out. In other words, you know, it wasn't working out. But when I found my purpose of like bringing peace, bringing love, and how you can exercise that through your mental, through your spiritual, through physical, I mean, it's a done deal. I don't care about the views. I just care about you. Okay, I care about you and how my words affect you. So allow these words to affect you in the most positive way. And if you have anything else to add, like 5 other things that you can do in a breakup, please mention that. Because I really you don't have to go through what I went through. You really don't. You really don't. So do these 5 things, and I really hope it helps. I'll see you in my next video.